On the Science Speaks this time is Mr. Jalaj Gupta, MD of Montra Electric. It's a company into many new things, doing a lot of things, and Mr. Gupta will talk to us about it. Mr. Gupta, well, you have been in this segment. One interesting segment is e-tractors. How do you explain your overall growth in this area and the way forward, given that this sector is so far dominated by diesel tractors only?
So thanks, Sumit, for having me. We at Montra Electric are right now into four segments. One is three-wheelers, electric three-wheelers. Second is electric small commercial vehicles. Third is electric heavy commercial vehicles. And fourth one, which you talked about, is the electric tractors. So to your question specifically, India is the largest tractor market in the world, right, by volumes. And we have launched our electric tractor, which is a 27 horsepower electric tractor. Now, there are two possible broad segments that we have. One is when it comes to the B2B segment, which is the industrial application of the tractor. And second is the normal bulk of the market, which is the end user is the normal farmer, right, which is the retail market, so as to say. What electric tractor brings to the table vis-a-vis a diesel tractor is an extremely reduced cost of operations on account of it being running on the electricity, right, as compared to the cost of the diesel and the kind of efficiency that you get in a diesel tractor. One negative that the electric tractor brings vis-a-vis a diesel tractor is that it comes almost at double the cost of the diesel tractor, right? Now, given if you're an industrial house, right, and let's say you have a compressed biogas plant, given that you have a closed circuit ecosystem in which the tractor will ply, given that you're going to buy a asset which is going to, you're going to run it for at least 6, 7, 8, 10 years. 3, given that, the cost of electricity is going to far outperform and give you the benefit as compared to a diesel tractor. And the fact that while buying a electric tractor, your cost of borrowing will always be lower as compared to, let's say, what a normal diesel tractor you would, a normal customer will buy. All these combinations. And fifth, given that a three-phase connection which is needed, let's say, for electric tractor charging, etc., given all this, there is an end business case for the end user. So today, anybody, be it an industry or be it anyone, they will not buy electric tractor because they want to buy electric tractor. If at all people will buy, there are few customers of ours who have bought our electric tractors, but these are very affluent farmers who do hobby farming and all that. So they want to have an electric tractor, they have bought. But when it comes to scale up of volumes and the bulk purchase, I think it's going to happen we see immediately happening it more for industrial applications and B2B purchases, which is going to drive the volumes.
Okay, and if we talk about another segment, government is very serious about now having electrification of high duty equipment, which should be there. When you have two options, one is battery swapping, the other is fast charging. Which one of you think is more relevant, or a mix of them would be great?
I'll say both will exist. And before I come to swap versus or swap and a fixed charging, I will say electric trucks or electric commercial vehicle is about the suitability to the end use application. No one, rule will fit everybody. So it's horses for courses. Now, when it comes to, and what will differentiate between a fixed charging versus a swappable charging? Any application which will have a very high usage of a truck every day. So let's say if in a single day, you want to use your truck for about 18 hours a day, non-stop kind of operation, or 20 hours a day, a swappable battery makes perfect sense, right? The negative with swappable battery is that the initial cost of setting up of swappable battery infrastructure, the capex, etc., that's very high. But the positive is that for a battery swap, it does not take more than 5 to 10 minutes for this battery swap to happen. But when it comes to if your truck usage is, let's say, a usual 8 to 10 hours a day or 6 hours a day or one trip or a defined A to B, there the fixed battery will make sense. So to answer specifically to your question, is it either or? Answer is no, it is and. So fixed and swap, both will coexist. That's our view.
Thank you, Mr. Gupta, for talking to us.
Thank you so much.